One summer's day in the US of A came a bright light that was trying to say, "Come out, everyone, just come out and see all the wonderful, fanciful things this could be." So a crowd stood there waiting for 2 hours straight, just waiting for the strange thing to abate. They all stood there waiting till a man started to cry,
"It's coming down fast! It'll fall from the sky!"
And the man was right, it was falling down fast. Then the thing caught on fire, leaving the crowd aghast. And then it happened, it hit the ground, shaking the earth with a thunderous sound. The crowd waited a moment and 5 minutes more, then they all jumped back as it opened its door. As the smoke cleared, a figure emerged, and the crowd grew excited, so around him they surged. And what they saw was a stout little guy, with a shirt that said, "Future, WKI. "Hello," the man said. "I've come from the past to see how much longer we humans will last. I've come to get answers. I just want to know how you guys have progressed, what you've learned, how you grow."
"Of course,"
cried the crowd.
"We will certainly tell, and believe me, we humans have turned out quite well."
"That's great," cried the man. "I shall soon be astute with things of the future for the World Knowledge Institute. Our government's paralyzed. The system is broken. Truer words have thus far never been spoken."
Once we sunk to rock bottom, it came down to we voters. It was up to us to restart the country's once humming motors. No longer do congressmen threaten to filibuster. Both sides of the aisles reject it with all they can muster.
"How do your leaders deal with immigration? In my time, the issue is plaguing our nation."
Though some wackos have yelled,
"Let's just build a wall,"
we know suggestions like that are from minds much too small. Instead, we throw open our gates as our founders intended and hope that the rest of the world has not been offended.
"How did you improve your education in school?"
We increase the funding so they proceed with full fuel. You don't have to be rich or sell your kidney to get your degree and leave college debt-free. We've also created a system for gifted that helps them progress at a rate that is shifted.
"Another problem that's taken us ages is gender equality as well as fair wages."
We raised minimum wages so families could survive and fixed it so male and female incomes would jibe.
"I think the worst thing happening in my time is that people carrying weapons citing high crime."
That one took a while,
murmured the mob.
But new laws were passed, and they did the job. We found getting guns out of general play and turning them in meant a much safer day.
"What did you do to assure justice, equality, and rights? Did you force them all day? Did you have many fights?"
When it comes to the appearance or even belief, we managed to avoid a huge heap of grief by encouraging our children to continue to be tolerant and appreciative of any differences they see.
"My last question for you is perhaps the most pressing. Did you heal the hole? Stop greedy companies messing?"
Again, it was tough to reduce greenhouse gases. Controlling polluters was ultimately up to the masses.
"Thank you, my friends. You have been very kind. Hearing this, I can tell we have really been blind." And with that, the man stepped into his ship, and he rose through the sky till he was but a blip.